Your quarterback today, Derrick, I don't know if you're aware, Lamar said he thinks the Ravens are going to approach this season with vengeance. That's the word he used. Would you agree with that, Derrick?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I feel like we um, left some stuff on the table last year that, we feel like we should have accomplished. So, you got to come into camp and get prepared for the season with vengeance and have that same mindset going in, like when the season starts.
Is that a word you thought of when you saw that your first game is at Buffalo this year?
No, I just think every game, not just Buffalo. And I was in the playoffs. It's gonna be the first game of the season. We want to start off on the right foot. So, anybody we got to play, we got to have vengeance towards them to get where we want to go. But I think vengeance is a good word to use to describe how we want to approach the season.
Well, I mean, if you're talking about starting off on feet for an opener, make sure Isaiah Likely wears smaller shoes this time around.
I remember
Derrick.
that.
Okay. I mean, you've
That
been
was a big
given.
discussion about that after that game.
You know what I mean? Like, was that his right foot or his left foot? I don't know which foot it was, but bottom line is he's got 3 months to just jam his foot into a smaller shoe for that first Sunday night.
Or wear some white ones.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, let's make it tougher, is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
so
Okay. Glad you laughed
That's a
at
good
that.
point.
Okay, and you must love the fact that you look out on the practice field and see DeAndre Hopkins
yeah,
again.
that's my boy. Heck yeah, I was happy, when we got him, and he's been looking good. So yeah, for sure.
No, because I remember, seeing you in London in your last year, what turned out to be your last year in Tennessee, out there on the practice field, and you were standing right next to D-Hop, just the two of you guys chopping it up. And that's and obviously I just knew, you guys were close, and obviously you've been through the Tennessee battles together. So what are you guys thinking about your roles on this team for Baltimore back together again?
So we just trying to come in and do our job to help us win. We know the type of player D Hop is, and we happy to have him. Glad he's on the squad. He's been looking good. We know what we got to do is put the work in to get the results that we want. And D Hop's a dog. He works hard, and like you said, we're in Tennessee together, so we both know how we're gonna try to approach every day.
Now that you've played a full season with Lamar, what did you learn about him being a teammate and seeing him up close that you might not have known from afar?
But as far as me, I loved it. I was like, man, this is incredible, man. And he's different. To me, he's the best player in the game. I feel like it's been that way for a while when he steps on the field and he's healthy. The game is never over. A play is never over. And he's the two-time MVP for a reason. And I think it's just only going to get better from here. But I definitely, while I'm here, want to be able to help him accomplish that big goals and win the Super Bowl.
And
So I
then
think
what
once he does that, he's going to win more.
were there any times that he took the ball out of your stomach and your initial thought was like, I could have had that, and then you watch him go 50 more yards or something like that? Did that happen last year at any point in time?
No, not at all. It's like, I mean, he's led his team in rushing for multiple seasons. So if he's pulling it, he sees something and he's gonna make something happen. So we all know what he can do with his legs. So if he pulls it, I'm like, get busy.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.